Thanks for tuning in. Joey Moss with Bad Boy Gaming. A quick reminder, you can support the channel for absolutely free simply just by subscribing. And I appreciate you watching. Today we have just a ridiculous amount of spoilers to go over, most of them being rare. I'm really excited. One of my favorite cards was reprinted. Let's get into it. Starting off, Slippery Boggle. This one came out in Eventide as a common, and currently all the prices you're going to see in the green there, they are the prices they are going for currently at this very moment. Now, will these prices drop? Probably. I can't see why not. Every time a card's reprinted, cards seem to teeter off a tiny bit, but the originals usually tend to stay. This is the first time we've seen Slippery Boggle reprinted. It's a 1/1 hexproof, and you can pay either green or blue mana to cast it. Pretty neat. Devoted Druid. I know a lot of people wanted this reprinted, and again, it's another card. First time seeing a reprint. This is from Shadowmoor, one of those sets that were not. There wasn't a large print run of it to begin with, and it was printed as a common at $4.80 today. Unbelievable. 2-drop. You just tap it and add a forest, and it's got the put a -1/-1 counter on Devoted Druid. Untap Devoted Druid. Good stuff. Glad to see it reprinted. Daybreak Coronet. From Future Sight, printed as a rare, and it returns as a rare. Currently at $10. This is a very powerful card. It does see a lot of play, actually in Commander as well, and other kind of weenie decks and whatnot. Enchant creature with another aura attached to it. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. Yes, love this card. Love the artwork. I'm glad they kept the same artwork as well. That's pretty awesome. Hyena Umbra. Not even really worth talking about too much. It's a common card, though. It is a neat card. It is pretty cool, especially with Totem Armor. It does see a lot of play. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has first strike. And that Totem Armor, if enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. It's worth talking about. Spider Umbra. Rise of Eldrazi, another common. Price, irrelevant. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 and has reach with Totem Armor. I do like these Totem Armors. What do you guys think of the Totem Armor? Who has built a deck with Totem Armor? That's another question. Heliod's Pilgrim, got a common, 2015 core set. Yeah, cool. Guildpact rare, here we go. So $2.70 currently. Angel of Despair. This has seen quite a few reprints, even at Commander sets. It's got flying. When Angel of Despair enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent, 5/5. Printed as an uncommon, though. This is when it first came out. It was printed as a rare, and now it's an uncommon. Pretty neat. Disrupting Shoal. A lot of people wanted this one. All the way back from Betrayers of Kamigawa. In the rare slot, it kept the rare. Pretty wise of WOTC to do that, so they don't just destroy this card's value entirely. You may exile a blue card with converted mana cost X from your hand rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Counter target spell if its converted cost is X. Dig Through Time. I don't really think they needed to reprint this card from TARKIR. If you disagree with me, let me hear all about it. I just think it was kind of too recent. Wasn't it about 5 years ago TARKIR came out? If that. Man, time flies, I'm telling you. No pun intended. Dig Through Time, but it's got the Delve. Each card you exile from your graveyard while casting a spell pays for 1. Colorless. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Currently it's at $1.60. TARKIR, this is going to drop to like 50 cents after this reprint. Bridge from Below. Oh yeah, we got a big one. Heavy hitter from Future Sight. Rare. Kept the rare. Very happy they did that. 3 swamps to bring out. It's an enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, if Bridge from Below is in your graveyard, create a deuce black zombie creature token. When a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, if Bridge from Below is in your graveyard, exile Bridge from Below. This got a lot of hype not too long ago, like less than a year ago. Some decks were built around it. But at $21, not bad. That's the Future Sight version. And I believe it was also printed in OG Masters 2013. Sublime Archangel. Was printed as a mythic, got demoted. I know, it hurts. It really does. It's now a rare at $6.70 from today. Magic 2013, it's got Exalted, it's got Flying, it's an Angel. I love my Angels. The Exalted ability, for those of you a little newer to the game, whenever a creature you control attacks alone, that creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Other creatures you control have Exalted. If a creature has multiple instances of Exalted, each triggers separately. It can get ridiculous. It's a 4/3. Spoils of the Vault. Cool artwork. MIRRODIN. Rare. $2.50. The MIRRODIN version. Choose a card name. Reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card with that name. Then put that card into your hand. Exile all other cards revealed this way. And you lose 1 life for each of the exiled cards. I believe a lot of people are pretty excited to see this one reprinted. Lava Spike. Boosh! Crazy. Uncommon. It was printed as a common. $4.75. This one's from Original Masters 2013. And also, it's interesting to know, this is one example of a card that had a reprint that's worth more than its original. Champions of Kamigawa is the original. 2013 is where it got reprinted for the first time, and it's worth a quarter more. Lava Spike deals 3 damage to target player or planeswalker. Pretty neat. Containment Priest. From Commander 2014, one of the only cards I believe we've seen so far that was first printed in a Commander set. It also was printed as an Invocation in Amonkhet. It's $21.20. Phenomenal. Phenomenal price. That thing's going to tank off, though. The 2014 Commander version card of this probably won't drop under, probably $12. But yeah, it's going to go on the decline for sure. Flash, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile instead. Pretty cool. I mean, you can slide this sucker in and bam, you just wreck someone's game plan real fast. The Invocation, if anyone knows the price on that, please list it. Sovereigns of Lost ALARA. First time seeing this reprinted. Hasn't had a print since ALARA Reborn, the only time. Rare, kept its rare, $4.25. Exalted, we all know what that is now. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may search your library for an aura card that could enchant that creature. Put it onto the battlefield. Attach to that creature, then shuffle your library. That's correct. Cool card. Like the artwork a lot. You got like the gods up in there or something. You got Zeus and what do you got? Some dude holding a trident and a pitchfork and stuff's going on. URZA'S Destiny card reprint. Oh yeah, Apprentice Necromancer. This artwork's pretty neat too. I like the original as well, but this one will suffice. It's a zombie wizard. For a swampy, you tap it, sacrifice Apprentice Necromancer, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste at the beginning of the next end step. Sack it. It's a 1/1. Miming Slime. It's from Gatecrash, uncommon. Really, no one cares. Create an XX green ooze creature token where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. I mean, that's cool and all, but then you just got a big dummy out there. So, I mean, you got a Galta, and then you want to throw this thing out. Yeah, you got a 12/12 green ooze, but it doesn't do anything else. You know, it could just basically get blocked by a 1/1. No one cares. First time reprinted. I guess that's something, huh? Raya Dawnbringer. Rare. Cool artwork on this Invasion card. Not a whole lot of cards from that set being reprinted. Probably a good thing since there just wasn't that much value in the set. Huge casting cost. This is the 6th time we've seen it reprinted. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cool, very cool card for Commander especially. You got this thing out there and just keep bringing back huge creatures if no one destroys it. Journey into Nyx. Uncommon. This is less than a gumball. It's true. First time reprinted. Tethmos High Priest. 3-drop. The old kitty cat. Isn't that fun with the heroic ability? I'll say. Fauna Shaman. I love this card was reprinted. Alright. First time reprinted. Much needed, especially in my opinion. Magic 2011. It came out as a rare. It's still a rare. $14 price tag currently. What it does, why I like it, for just 1 green. Just you tap it, discard a creature card, search your library for a creature card, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle your library. Great way to just tutor up a card, without it being too entirely broken. You do have to discard a creature card, but then you can just put it, get whatever big creature you want, man. Just get it out there, get it onto your hand and then you can cast it out. Pretty sweet. It's easy to destroy though, but still a really cool card. Hooray! Gatecrash Rare Thespian Stage. Got the reprint. First time reprinted. It's currently sitting at $3.25 from Gatecrash. Other than the lands in Gatecrash, there's not really too much value there. So yeah, hopefully we don't see too many more lands printed from Gatecrash just to completely drive the price down to nothing. Probably pick up a box for $10 if they do that. You add a colorless or for Deuce, tap it, Thespian Stage becomes a copy of target land, except it has this ability. Combos nicely with another card in this set. I'll let you guys figure that one out, but it definitely is redunculous. Great way to cheat that card into play. Rival Arc, 5-drop, Morningtide, rare, $3, 40 cents currently. It's an elemental with flying. When this card leaves the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Really neat. Plus it has the evoke, which makes it all the more better. You may cast a spell for its evoke cost. If you do, it's sacrificed when it enters the battlefield. It's a great way to just get something stupid out there. Love it. Pattern of Rebirth. Pattern of Rebirth. No, under 2 casting costs is not stupid, guys. Pattern of Rebirth. It's a 4-drop URZA'S Destiny rare. $4, 25 cents. I'm so pumped. Anyone else that we're seeing a whole bunch of these URZA'S cards reprinted? Mostly because my collection is from that time. It no longer exists. Someone else has it. But to see all these cards reprinted now, it's like, hey, maybe I can get these cards I really enjoyed playing as a kid for dirt cheap. I'm pumped about that. Pattern of Rebirth, completely new artwork. I think I like the new artwork too. When a enchanted creature dies, that creature's controller may search their library for a creature card, put that card on the battlefield, and shuffle their library. Yeah, that's almost broken there. It was as a rare and came out as a rare. Pretty cool. Woodfall Primus, big old beast mode here, Treefolk Shaman. I was just talking about Treefolk Tribal, seeing if any of you made a Treefolk deck. Well, guess what? Shadowmoor got the reprint finally. It took forever. Shadowmoor again, that one of those sets, lesser print run. When it's got trample, and when Woodfall Primus enters the battlefield, destroy target non-creature permanent with the persist. When this creature dies, if it had no -1/-1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1/-1 counter on it. Very strong, very powerful. Printed only in 2 sets with low print run. Shadowmoor in 2013 Modern Masters. Bam, $8, 40 cents. Travel Preparations. INNISTRAD. First time reprinted, but it's only worth pennies. That's okay. It got upgraded to an uncommon. Put a +1/+1 common on each of up to 2 target creatures. Flashback for Deuce. Hero of Lina Tower. Now that is some artwork I can get into. I don't care what she just killed. Please, you can be my girlfriend. I didn't say that. You could be though. Born of the Gods, rare. Wow. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets hero of Lina Tower, you may pay X. If you do, put X +1/+1 counters on hero. So 1/1. They call her Tower for a reason, guys. I'm gonna try to climb that. Magma. I don't know why, I just don't like this card. Rise of Eldrazi rare, 31 cents. I really just don't care for it. For 1, sacrifice an ally on permanent. Magma deals 1 damage to any target. I think because I always pull it out of the bulk crap things that I get from Walmart and Target, I think it's my own fault I don't like this card. It's an uncommon, first printed as a rare. Firewing Phoenix. Got the downgrade, 2013 core set. I don't think there's too much hype around this, but Phoenix decks seem to be coming back slowly with the flying. For 4, return Firehawk Phoenix from your graveyard to your hand to 4/2. It's worth 13 cents. Probably the least expensive card in the entire set in the uncommon slot. Laboratory Maniac. Much needed reprint. First time reprinted. INNISTRAD rare, $8. Human Wizard. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. Ain't that something? I believe it sure is. Flagstones of TARKIR. From Time Spiral. It's a rare. Awesome to see a legendary land reprinted. Add a good old Plains to your mana pool. And then when Flagstones of TARKIR is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may search your library for a Plains card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. Really neat card. Prophecy. Foil. It's a foil prophecy, guys. Unbelievable. You may discard an island card and another card rather than pay the spell's mana cost. Counter target spell. It's an uncommon. $1.10. There you go. Well, it was printed uncommon. Now it's a common. What else we got? Chainer's Edict. A lot of people pumped about this from Torment. Target player sacrifices a creature. That alone is amazing because some things can't be targeted. Creatures have hexproof on it. But if you're forcing your opponent to sacrifice it, guess what? That loses. It doesn't lose hexproof. Still has it. But the hexproof ability doesn't apply because you're not targeting it. You're making your opponent choose it. Flashback for 7, so you can cast a sucker again and then exile it. Printed as a common, mythic rare, and a promo. I thought that was really interesting. It was printed in various types of sorts of rarity in various sets. Really cool. Still got a hefty price tag, $7.45. Another Torment card, uncommon. Circular Logic, 3-drop, instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1 for each card in your graveyard. Madness. Cost as an island. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost or put it into your graveyard. Cool to see Circular Logic back. I don't know why this did not need a reprint. All right, Wizards. No, bad. Talrand, Sky Summoner. You just did not need a reprint. We see quite often lately. Magic 2013 is the first time we saw it drop as a rare. It kept its rare. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. It's a deuce. 85 cents for the OG 2013 Magic card. There you go. Magus of the Bazaar. I do like the artwork on this. I like the name of the card. I just don't care for the card at all. It's a deuce drop. Draw 2 cards, then discard 3 cards from Planar Chaos. It's a rare. It kept its rare. It's a 0/1. Get out of here. Just stop it. All right, guys. That's all the spoilers we have today. Let me know. What's your favorite spoiler? Which one are you hoping to still see? Because we still have hundreds of cards that have not been spoiled yet. I know. That's insane. And don't forget, if you enjoy the content, make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell button in the face, because that's what we like to do around here. Skadoosh.